Yo, what's up?
What's up, bro?
What's up?
How
Gang.
you been, bro?
Alright, guys. Today we're going to be talking about the Paris Olympics.
Yes.
Finish
All
and
of
still
us
want to talk.
have been so busy
It's so
covering
hard.
the Paris Olympics.
Even
so,
though we are not in Paris.
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. That was something I was thinking
That
about.
one you should ask the bosses lah, not sending us to
Yeah.
Paris, right?
But our workload is like
Boss.
as if we are in Paris. Yeah, we have been covering most of the games.
Hey, we
now.
still.
Yeah, I think we did
felt
better
the heat
coverage
of
than the
covering it.
others lah.
Yeah.
Who were
Yeah.
those in Paris also.
Without any
Definitely.
crying, athletes hugging. Yeah.
Um,
not referring anyone.
I beg to differ. Okay.
Okay.
Right. So.
But guys, yeah. So, I mean, the Paris Olympics, so much happened. I mean, from the start, we had the opening ceremony.
Mhm.
We got lots of world records that were broken.
Yeah.
Lots of controversies as well, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So, what do you guys think about it?
Well, for me, I'm kind of on the fence on it. 50-50 from opening ceremony to the whole competition going on. Because wait, let's start with the opening ceremony, right? I mean, it's kind of interesting to see the creativity at work, but
Okay.
some drama, some sensitivity, cultural sensitivity that was not appropriately done. But I think overall it was just a new, a fresh perspective into
Correct. It was very
conducting the
different,
opening
lah.
ceremony. It's
I
very
mean,
different.
I mean, all this while, not Paris Olympics. I mean,
I
all
just
this
think
while,
this can come down as one of the worst Olympics ever
Wow.
organized.
Was
Like,
very-
you get the Olympics after 100 years and
This
you
is
put
what
on
you
a
But it depends on
a
the
show like that.
perspective. I mean, I mean, looking at
Of course,
the,
right? Because you are a France supporter, you will of course
No,
support
no, because
France.
If you look
Okay.
at the athletes, their IG and all, they feel excited because it's
It's
maybe,
the woke,
Bro,
it's
no,
the
they-
woke
they-
Olympics,
bro.
man.
bro, tapi dia
the
tak buat kat
woke is-
stadium, bro.
I know, but
Yeah.
I mean, like you had the opportunity to be on boat. You know, a luxury.
Okay,
you know,
the boat part,
so
I don't like it because I want to
What,
see.
on
No,
the
we
boat?
don't like it because we
The
cannot
boat-
see them.
Cannot
Yeah,
see
yeah,
the
the boat
attire,
on a
cannot see
dirty
them
river,
walking,
right?
And the river was not was not.
I mean,
really,
like, who's not having fun when they're on the boat?
Tapi
they are on the boat? Well, we
Did you
can't see
look at
them.
their faces?
They
Were
had to
they
put on a
having
good
fun?
show.
I didn't even watch. I mean, I think this is the first time Olympics kan. I couldn't really follow the entire opening ceremony because it was just all over the place.
Yes.
And
felt
the
it was all
timing,
over
the
the place.
timing is one, and there was no
Yeah.
the Olympics. It was not like Beijing or Rio
Okay.
or London.
Dia macam bersepah. They're trying to be berani. Memanglah berani. I give them credit for that. But agak bersepah. But I like what's the heavy metal band performance? That was
Gojira.
That was fantastic.
But I think Celine Dion was good.
Drumming and performing on the
Yeah.
roof.
Yeah,
Celine
that
Dion was good, you know, after
Yeah.
what she
Celine
went
Dion was
through,
great,
and
yeah.
her performance was
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
There are some good things lah, but
Gaga,
overall, I think it was
Yeah.
a bit meh.
about a 4 out of
Bit
10
meh.
lah.
Hey, wait a minute. This episode is special because it's the first time we're all sports team together.
Yep.
So
Booms.
we haven't
Gang Ho.
so we haven't even introduced ourselves to our audience.
Let him introduce lah. I
Yeah.
don't want to introduce myself.
Don't lah like that.
You introduce us lah.
No
Start.
lah. Okay. So I'm Fabian. I'm Fabian Peter.
I'm Sandro. Yeah.
I'm Vignesh.
I'm Julie Jalaluddin.
And my name is Adam Sampri.
Okay, great.
Okay.
Wait, so we've already got the conversation started and warmed up, but I want to quickly ask you guys a quick question. In 1-2 seconds, give me a quick answer. Your favorite scene from the Paris Olympics? Okay, may not necessarily be your favorite scene, but probably perhaps a scene that caught your attention. Go.
The Australian breakdancer.
That's not break dancing, bro. That's kangaroo dancing.
T-Rex.
You.
For me, it had to be Snoop Dogg lah.
Okay.
Come on, serious ah.
I think for me, the Algerian boxer lah, the controversial boxer, she
Ah.
kept quiet.
Yeah.
She won the goal and then she started whacking everyone.
Andrew?
For me, I would say the Indian hockey goalkeeper Sri Jesh, because right after he won a bronze medal, he was just sitting at the goal post, for like 20-25 minutes, just remembering all his past and things like that. So it was an emotional moment, I would
Fantastic.
say.
I like the
Are you going to
javelin.
cry?
No, I'm not going to cry because I'm Malaysian.
I like the javelin thrower. going to the Olympics.
The
Go for the
Pakistan one.
Pakistan.
Correct.
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
Fantastic. Okay, right. So shall we dive in to the conversation?
Yeah, straight up.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess as Malaysians,
Mm.
we want to know or we want to talk about how our Malaysians fared,
Yeah.
you know, at the Olympics. So, Adam, remember kan, we were talking about it. So we had 26 athletes.
Yes.
Kan, 26 athletes competing in 10 sports.
Yes.
What's your take? How do you think some of them fared?
To say that we fail completely. Okay, yes, we fail to bring back the gold medal that we target, but to say it's a horrible worst campaign, I don't think so. Yes, in terms of our standings, we at number 80, the lowest so far.
Yes, the lowest.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
lowest 80.
lowest.
Which
But
if you exclude the
Athens.
NA from Athens, then
Yeah.
Okay.
exclude
okay,
the NA.
Okay.
but I think we need to be, I mean, like, give credit to our athletes that work really hard. Because if you saw the match, Aaron Woyik, I think most of the Malaysians
Serious,
would not
bro.
expect they will bring back the
Serious.
bronze medal, because it's like 21-16 the match.
They
Second
said
match.
four match points.
4 match
Ah,
points.
The second set, they were losing 2016.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they are on
Yeah.
And they caught up.
Yeah.
No,
So-
serious. This is a bit of a reason because I just met them recently. Kan.
Okay.
They had this press conference.
Yeah,
They
Okay.
had this press conference with all the
Yeah.
players, and it was funny because Rexy was there, the coach, and then he was saying like, how many of y'all, how many of y'all thought that we were going to lose the match?
Everyone.
And then and we were all reporters, kan. So and all the reporters were like, everybody just kept quiet. They were like, yeah. We had 2 copies. We already had the copy that they were already going to lose because everybody had to flash, kan.
Yes.
Yeah.
Correct.
So we were all on standby, but I don't know lah. Something about that point when we won that 17 point, something just said like, hey, it's like wow.
This is
I
possible.
think it's
A comeback is
I
possible.
think it's because of their body language, the confidence.
Yeah.
It
It's
exudes
the body
on the court.
language,
It's
yeah.
quite
I
obvious.
thought Rexy was shouting at behind, you better save my job because my contract is going to end. It's better you win
I
this
think
bronze medal.
Rexy was not only shouting at them, to Perlitina,
Yeah.
to others also.
Yes.
So my point is, I thought it's like maybe Rexy was shouting at them, screaming to them, please.
Because you see how he celebrated after they won the bronze.
Yes.
He was
Yeah.
Thank you,
Ah,
God.
Thank
Yeah.
God.
he was on his knees.
My
wait.
job
The
is
guy was
safe.
on his knees. He was on his knees.
So yeah, that's I think
But I think the doubles, the guys Aaron and Wick did okay,
yeah.
right? But bronze, they already won it in Tokyo. Everyone was expecting them to
Yeah,
win the
correct.
gold or
Or
the
at least
silver,
a
right?
silver, yeah.
Perlitina, that was an
That was
achievement,
Yeah,
unexpected.
right?
The
Yeah.
group
That
of
was
death
unexpected
because
surviving from that.
They were in the group of death. They came out. They beat the Koreans, I think.
Yeah, they were
Yeah.
not even the favorites at the
Right?
first
Yes,
place.
Yes.
yeah, they
Yeah.
beat the Koreans who were bronze medalists from the previous
Yes,
Olympics.
and
yeah.
then the semi-final, they took the world number 1, stretched them to the third set.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Correct,
So
correct.
that is something you see. It's nice to see the first women's doubles going to the semi-final.
So apparently, the Chinese pair that won and obviously went on to win the gold, right?
Mm.
They felt that they were so lucky to win that match.
Yeah.
Apparently,
Wow.
as they were walking, you know how they have to take their records and then they
Yeah,
walk out
okay.
the court,
Yes.
kan? So as they were passing the Malaysians, they looked at Pearly and Tina and said, "We got lucky."
That's mutual
Yeah.
respect. Eh?
Because
Yeah.
they put on a really good show.
Yeah.
And it was a historical achievement for the women's doubles for Malaysia.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
correct.
I think overall, I think the badminton team really did well.
Yeah.
I think because just looking at ranking, looking at
Performance,
preparation, performance, yeah.
performance before the Olympics.
Correct.
Their form before the Olympics.
Huh.
I think they peaked here.
Yeah,
at the
I'm,
Olympics.
I'm exclusively proud of Chen Tanjie and Zhou Yiwei. I
Yeah.
mean, they were paired up, 2 years ago?
yeah,
Yeah.
So about 2 years ago, and then they climbed up the ranking pretty fast.
correct.
Mhm.
And then being a debutant at the Olympic, that
I think it's all about
deserves-
the chemistry between them. Right?
Yeah.
Once it clicks,
Yes.
doesn't matter how long you're together.
Yeah.
It
So I'm
clicks.
really excited to see for them for early 2028 See what they
Yeah.
can do.
Yeah.
I don't want to put too much hopes.
Not too
Yeah.
much hope, but
LA
being
28.
optimistic lah.
Okay.
No, but I think Rexy said something very nice at the press conference also. Something about all these athletes are actually at the right age. They will still be at the right age in LA. They're not too old, because
Yeah.
I think look at what's his name, Aaron Woyik. One of them I think is like 27, 26, so they will still be around 30 Pearly Tina also will be 28.
But you see,
30.
the issue is not whether our players are at the right age,
Mm.
because our players can be at the right age. You will have China producing
Correct.
younger players who will be beating them.
Yeah.
Yalah.
Korea will be producing more players. Japan, India. Look
Yep.
at their players, right? They already have the next batch ready for 28.
Yeah.
Okay.
So of course they'll be depending. India, for instance, will be looking at Lakshya Sen to win the gold next edition. But
Yep.
of course, I think they'll have another player, another 2 more players fighting for it.
But I think what sets up, differentiate. Just a national player and elite player, because I did ask Chong Wei, ask Rexy, what differentiate them is the desire. If let's say they have the desire,
The hunger lah.
the hunger. If like Aaron Woyik, they
Yeah.
show what is the meaning of desire. They
Correct.
want to do something good, something best for their country. I mean, like, yes, they don't really win titles at World Tour Series and all, but if we going in a major tournament like Sudirman Cup, Thomas Cup, they are our best bet. We know that they can deliver.
Mhm.
So they show what desire means.
Correct.
Yeah.
Basically, they've won a medal at every major
Yeah.
Yes.
tournament.
Probably the best double pair.
Yeah.
When it comes to badminton, the conversation is going to be endless because
course.
it's the strongest sport that we have in Malaysia.
Yes.
Consistent
And
medal.
it delivered 2 bronze medals
Yeah.
lah. Basically, the
They've
contingents.
been
Yes.
consistent. So I think this time around, okay, let's focus to another sports, perhaps like
Let's
diving
look at
or
weightlifting.
athletics.
Weightlifting.
Weightlifting, yes, that was
Right.
a close
Wow.
call.
By 1
1
kg.
kilogram.
Yeah.
He lost the medal by 1 kg.
Whisker.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, we were in the office lah, boss, watching.
Yeah.
We were watching it.
They
And
were hoping,
Yeah.
very close.
Yep.
Yeah.
He would have, if he had
Sayang
lifted at
sangat.
174, I
Yep.
think he would
Silver.
have won silver.
Silver,
Yeah.
yeah.
Silver,
Sayang
correct.
sangat.
Yeah.
Correct.
Sikit je.
But still huge achievement
Yeah.
lah.
But you know what
First
this
time.
record.
First time.
But you know what this does to the entire impression of weightlifting for Malaysia, right?
Yeah.
Because of that, people are getting more attention, getting more focus, more interested into that sport itself.
Exactly.
Because of what
Exactly,
Anik
yeah.
Kasdan was able to do.
Yes.
Ah.
And it shows that we are no lesser than the other countries.
Yeah.
Like
Exactly.
China.
Mm.
Right?
I mean,
could
Anik Kasdan
I
punya
think-
achievements pun has
I
been
think
very, very
we
impressive.
saw how the gold medalist was
Yeah.
feeling before he won it. He was
Yeah.
so stressed
He
up.
was stressed. He was stressed
because
up.
he was looking at a Thai athlete, and then Anik
Correct.
Kasdan
Mm.
leave the US fella
Yeah.
alone lah. But these 2 Asians, right? So you can see he's worried. He might
Yeah.
lose. He was thinking, oh, am I going to lose the gold?
Yeah. And he didn't lift as much as he did
No.
at the previous Olympics.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
I think
did.
the gold medal was 310.
Yes.
Yeah.
But
And I think his
I mean,
record
like,
or something is 313.
Not many people know. Actually, 2 years, 3 years before start of the Olympics, the PABM banned the national team.
Yep.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah,
doping.
yes.
Banned the national team
Doping
because
and all.
there's too much doping cases.
Yeah.
And then Sukma, they did not participate in the previous Sukma MSN Kuala Lumpur. So there's a lot of issues within the PABM, within the weightlifting community in Malaysia. But with these achievements, what Anik have achieved, I think it will open up,
Yep.
for Majlis Sukan Negara to invest more,
Yeah.
give their trust, so that we can produce a lot of Anik. We don't want to depend on one Anik.
Correct.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Exactly.
In fact, I don't think we should be depending on like one athlete in every sport.
Yeah.
Like how
Yes.
Dija
I mean,
with
if
men's
there's
singles
one
lah.
thing we learn from this Paris Olympics, for me lah, I feel like if there's one thing we learn is that we need to start focusing on so many other sports as well.
Yeah.
And not just having one athlete that,
Yes.
all the
I think-
the hopes of the nation all
I
resting on
need
one
I
athlete.
need to
then.
agree with what Adam said because this is something the federation, the weightlifting federation, has to seriously focus on because they should not let this to happen. Going to LA 2028 because we can produce many versions of Anik Kasdan.
But again,
we
the
have the
question is,
potential.
what kind of focus? Because
Yes.
we as Asians, our body size, our genetics is not like
Yes.
those, Middle East,
Yes.
American.
Different, yeah.
So we should focusing the weight like less than
Yes.
70 and below.
Basically, like what Anik has been
Yes,
doing lah.
56, 61 kilogram, 70 kilogram. That is the ideal weight for
Yes.
us. In if let's say we are aiming for goal,
Yes.
that is our target. That is our focus. We don't go like compete with 90 kilograms,
Yeah.
110 kilograms because we know that we cannot compete with the Middle Eastern,
Yes.
Iran,
Correct.
no
Eastern European.
Eastern
Yes.
European, where they are much more superior.
Yeah, because
Okay.
last year I had a chance to meet the minister Hanayo in a press conference, and even she said that athletes should be educated on what kind of supplements they should be taking
Yeah.
to avoid this kind of issues happening
Yes.
in the years to come.
And I
So
think this
this is
should be the
something-
responsibility of all these governing bodies.
Governing
basically,
bodies.
right?
And also the
Yeah.
athletes
And the athletes
themselves.
as well, because the athletes they need to know what is good for them and what's not good for them.
And that's
to
why I think it's
ensure-
very important to still go back to it must always go back to grassroots. I always feel it must always start
The education should
from the ground
start
up,
from
right?
the ground
Yeah.
But okay, this is I do not know whether it's funny or what, but I know that one of the athlete last time, he was caught doping by eating curry
Yep.
because inside curry there's a substance called kaskas.
Kaskas.
Hey,
No one do right. No one do right.
Hey, kaskas lah yang buat nasi kandar.
But apparently that's the thing. I mean, yes, we know as an athlete they have
Kau punya excited sebab
yeah.
gegar mak ni tau.
I mean, like
But we can't
desire
blame
to
them
eat.
also because they
Lah,
can't be
you
monitoring
kesian
every
lah.
single thing on
All
what
they just have to be disciplined lah.
Yeah,
Don't,
they just need to be disciplined.
don't take the curry lah.
We Asian, we Malaysian, we need to eat this
Cannot
kind of
lah.
Itu dia. Lepas ni nak makan nasi kandar, jaga-jaga sikit.
I think that's what we are lacking lah compared to international athletes, because they know what they should consume and do
Yes,
what they
correct.
should not.
Yeah.
But so this is something that we are lacking, and I hope that this is something that we need to,
Avoid.
rectify,
Yeah.
before LA 2028.
Correct.
Coming back to you said depending on one single athlete. I think that is why when Azizul got disqualified, we said gone.
Gone,
Yeah.
yeah.
Even
No
with
one
Shah
was expecting
Firdaus
Shah,
there,
yes.
we said gone. Finish.
Like many
No medal.
underestimated him actually.
Everyone underestimated Shah Firdaus. But because we were depending so much on Azizul,
Yep.
and I think we burdened him too much that he wanted to prove a point, so he made
That
him
mistake,
do that
yeah.
kind of mistake.
Yep.
So we should not be depending on one
Correct.
athlete
Would
to
you say
deliver.
the same to for Lizija, the men's single shuttler?
Oh yeah, we didn't go to Zija yet, right?
Yeah.
Fabian, are you okay, Fabian?
Are you okay?
Hey,
No,
boleh.
I would say, despite the criticism, right?
Yeah.
Whatever that he has achieved,
What criticism you talking about?
I mean,
Nobody criticized him.
there are a few certain group of people who
I don't know.
he has been going
Not
through.
that I
We've
know.
been
of.
reporting
I
on
think
him
it's okay.
factually
Yes.
and quite fairly and quite professionally.
Yeah.
No
Yeah.
emotions.
I mean, of
no
course,
nothing.
we can't control what happens out there.
Yeah.
Netizens,
Netizens.
they
and
will
fans.
say
That's
what they want to say.
Yeah.
People will say good things, people will say bad
Bad
things.
things,
But
yeah.
I think credit should be given where it's due. I think Zija was
Yeah.
on form
Yep.
at the
Yeah.
Paris Olympics.
Yeah.
And I also like the fact that he actually kept quiet.
Yep.
His preparation was
Yeah,
very
he was,
quiet.
He was quiet.
He was low profile.
Yeah.
He
Low
didn't go
profile,
out and,
yeah.
and talk a lot.
Yes.
He did his talking on the court.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
And
exactly.
Yeah.
also we must give credit because he showed what professional players are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What they can do.
What can
Correct.
they do? Okay.
Yes.
Not to say not to rely on the government fund, but he shows that how to get sponsors,
How
how
to
to
move.
manage it, how
Yeah.
to move,
Yeah.
how to hire the right person to be
Yeah.
with him. Not just crying, oh, where's the fund? Where's the fund?
Correct.
Is it fair to
Yeah.
say that he's the right definition of anti-establishment?
Yes.
Of course.
Ah.
Yes.
I love
Definitely.
anti-establishment.
Yes.
So he did it right.
Yeah.
His branding is there.
Yep.
The way he portrayed himself on the court is there.
Yep.
Yes, there were some scandals going around,
Yes.
but tapi
I wouldn't say
Whatever it is,
scandals lah, but
yeah. because
Issues
of
lah.
the
issues like issues, sorry,
Issues
wrong,
lah.
wrong word. But
Ah.
he maneuvered it as to how he thinks is best for him.
yeah.
Correct.
That works for him.
Yeah.
No, because he only thinks about him.
Yeah.
Yep.
That is why it was easier for him
Yeah.
to do that.
For him, it's just okay. I want to perform. I perform. This is
Yeah.
my way. This is how I want it
Exactly.
done. I mean, you cannot expect everybody to be perfect.
Yeah.
He's doing his way. Azizul has his way. Dulu pun Nicole David has her own way.
Yeah.
Kan?
Yeah.
Ada.
Yeah.
Nicole.
But I think it also now sets the tone for how sports should be here in Malaysia. Like if you
Yes.
think you're good enough, right, and you can go on your own, you can go on your own lah.
Yep.
You know, but
Yeah.
but you see, that's where I feel like okay, like in badminton, for example, if you look at previous records and what happened in the past and all that,
Yeah.
we see lots of players, they will only turn professional at the tail end of their career, though.
Correct.
Yeah.
So by then it's a bit too late. I feel like it's difficult because you can't get the results. When you don't get results, you're not going to get sponsors.
Yeah.
But now what Zijia has shown is that you want to be professional, but you got to be on top of your game.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
You know,
Correct.
and I think we are going to see more of this happening.
Yep.
You know, I mean,
think,
in the
yeah.
future, I think a few other players are
I think now
leaving BAM to turn
Din
pro.
Fei also
Yes.
left BM to go pro.
Yeah, we just waiting
So-
the confirmation
Waiting
for
for
BM.
confirmation.
Waiting for
Yeah.
the confirmation.
So I think slowly people will be doing that, but it gives room for BM to develop the next crop of players.
Yeah.
Correct,
Yes.
correct.
Not to
correct.
focus on them,
Yeah.
on the elite players, but focus on your development, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yes, correct.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's badminton. What about aquatics?
Aquatics, I think no need lah.
Athletics,
Athletics
I
or
have,
aquatics?
aquatics, golf,
Athletics,
sailing,
we have
Aquatics, I think
shooting.
our swimmers came back the second day after the opening ceremony, right?
Something like that. Lah. 2
Yeah.
days, 2
Yeah,
days
2 days
later.
after that.
But
2 days
it's good
later.
exposure. I mean, we can't really.
Yeah, you can't
we can't be
you
too
can't
harsh
you can't
on
fight
them,
against the
but-
Americans,
yeah.
Australians, and now
because
China.
Ho Yen,
Q Hoyan.
Yeah.
Kim Ho Yen,
Steve,
and
Steve,
Ruzin,
Yeah.
Steve.
and Ruzin, they went as a wild card.
Correct.
Yes.
Wildcard
Wildcard,
entries,
yeah, wildcard.
yeah. But then I think the underlying issue here is, we can't keep saying like, oh, we can't compete with the Americans.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's
We can't
what I was
compete.
supposed
I
to
mean,
say. Yeah.
How long are we
Of
going
course
to
we cannot, brother.
give this kind of excuse?
No,
lah?
we
You know?
can't
course we
be.
cannot.
I totally,
Of course we
totally
cannot
agree
give
with you,
that kind of
Fabian.
excuse,
I
but
totally
see,
agree with you.
We have to change something here, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
We really make a change. Until that change is made, no way we are going to compete with the bigger countries.
Okay, so what's the change?
Like I can.
The change is the
Okay,
system.
let's
Let's
Andrew,
let's let's think about this. Yeah. Do you think that swimming is accessible?
Yes.
Of course.
Not
Swimming.
You just pay
entirely.
$5. There's a lot of center. You know.
Yeah.
I mean like
Bukan semua area lah masalahnya.
Okay,
Yeah, and it's
that's
not
the
at all
thing.
area.
And
Bukan
the,
semua area.
the best talents that we have have always been coming
sebelum
from
ni,
that side.
there were talks of introducing swimming in schools.
Okay.
No, it did not happen. All right.
I think
There were talks of
No, because parents are afraid, things might,
Yes.
go
there's
wrong.
lack of awareness and things like
Okay, a
that.
lot of
Lepas
parents
tu
nowadays,
macam mana
I've
we
spoken
want
to a lot of parents, right?
Huh?
They send their kids for swimming just to swim to save their life.
And
not
you
to
know another
compete.
thing, it's expensive. Yeah.
And extracurricular.
Swimming-
Yeah, it's expensive.
It's
and it's
expensive.
expensive.
It's not.
It's
not
not an
as cheap as we
affordable
think.
sport lah.
sport
And
lah.
okay, the one that you say about $5 and things like that. Okay, ada. Tapi bukan semua kawasan.
Yes, bukan semua kawasan.
So macam mana? How are we going to nurture
So
talents?
it all boils down to what the focus should be.
Yes.
If you want to focus on swimming, then you focus on swimming, right?
So this goes back again to the governing bodies. I think
Yes.
governing bodies must take
Yes.
full responsibility of what they want to do.
Exactly.
So if let's say swimming, for example, swimming, diving, like they come under the same federation.
Association.
Kan? So I feel like, okay, you already get certain amount of funding coming in from the government. You can't just rely on the government. How much ni the government can give you, kan? You've
Yes.
got to take whatever the government is giving, but you guys have got to operate independently as well.
Very
Get
simple.
sponsorship and all.
They
Get
can also
sponsorship,
look at
yeah.
certain states, like for example, let's look at Sarawak. They have more than 100 to 150 centers over there, swimming centers. So how can they do it? If they can do it, I'm pretty sure all the other states can also look at them. It's all about the effort. End of the day,
Yeah.
if you want to win medals for the country, you need to start now. Than
Correct.
just complaining that we can't reach their level. We just can't sit here complaining.
Yeah.
We need to start our
You just
work.
kena buat je.
Yeah, we
buat
just
je.
need to do it.
Plan nanti.
Okay.
Because
True.
Singapore has already won a
Whatever
gold
you guys
medal
telling
Yes.
is true.
in swimming.
No, whatever you guys are
Yeah,
telling is
so-
true. But first, we need to decide whether we want to be a sporting nation or not.
Yes.
Are we a sporting nation?
I don't think
Yes.
so.
No, exactly.
I don't
So that is why priority
how
is not
it's
being
done.
given. That's why they don't say, all they talk is, we're going to send our best athlete win the goal.
Yeah.
No, that is not how you do it. You need to decide whether you want to be if you want to be
Yeah.
a sporting nation, then you need to invest,
Yeah.
Betul.
You need to invest.
Correct.
Yeah.
right? You need to invest in all these sports. You need
Yeah.
to know which sports you need to bring up.
I think
We
everyone
can
plays
have
a role.
Yeah, we can have get this the bajau laut
Yeah.
guys to swim. They are built
Oh,
differently.
those guys from Sabah, Sarawak, they
Right?
are really good
Yeah.
in swimming. Yeah.
Yeah, they are built
really good in
differently. Their
swimming.
capacity is they live with the water.
Yeah,
lah,
But
they
with
live
again,
the
the
water.
question is why does the Bajalao are not selected to be national team? Because
Exactly.
we can
That's-
only
We can
talk
Exactly,
like this,
yeah.
we can have
Yeah.
this
Yes.
debate,
See, that-
but people
Yes.
in the, the
Exactly, that is why
they need
I'm
to
saying
do
the
their-
change should
yeah.
happen, because you want to politicize everything, all cannot lah. That's why you need to decide
Are
whether.
they even scouting?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Are
that's
they
why.
even scouting the
Hey,
talents?
isn't this a
That
similar
is-
question to what happened to our football development?
Yeah, it's
Ah.
the same thing.
Okay,
I mean,
Coba.
that's a different conversation now. But
Yeah,
okay, let's
but-
not
no,
still
let-
get
let-
too.
That's why I'm telling you, it
That's
is
for
the
the
change.
next,
When you
uh,
ask me what is the change, is the mentality lah.
We haven't get
Yeah.
the team
You know,
sports yet.
Yeah.
Everyone wants to, we must win the goal, must win the goal.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
dude, what do you have to win the gold?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you look at China,
Yeah.
Where was China
Yeah.
20 years ago? Right?
Yeah.
Now they're beating all the.
I mean,
Yeah.
Their hockey team, women's team won silver
My
Olympics.
God, they went
Yeah.
all the way to the
Huh?
final,
Yeah.
and you know,
When did they start
Sadro,
learning?
when was the last time Malaysia reached the Olympics?
2000.
Women's team, no.
That was
Women's team never
women's
reached
team,
the
no, but
Olympics
men's
lah.
team,
No, but
yeah,
even our
we-
men's team, dah 20 tahun kot.
Yeah.
more than
Yeah.
24. Yeah.
I mean, looking at China now, what's
Yeah.
the gold medal tally with US?
Exactly.
40
Exactly.
golds. They're the
Right.
same.
Yep.
But you know, I actually saw this coming. You know,
So what coming?
I saw
The China, okay,
yeah,
okay.
because when I was in Hangzhou last year, when I was in Hangzhou last
Okay.
year, China won 200 gold medals.
Yeah.
Asia
And it wa-
Games.
Asia Games, okay, they won 200 gold medals, and it was just something. They had this aura in them. They didn't care about their competitors. Though. They were going out there to make sure they get the fastest time. They were not just going out there to win gold. They want to set records, and they were coming into the Olympics to dominate.
So they set the tone lah for the
They
Olympics.
set the tone
Ah.
because 200 gold medals. Even if Leffler gave 100 gold medals to the next country, so he's still top.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's how.
So
many
talking
gold medals
talking
they
about that,
won.
right? Talking about China and how they are
World
they
dominance.
They were tight with US, right? 40, right?
40 golds, yeah.
Did you see how the Western guys were like, oh, it's inhumane. This Chinese swimmer broke the
Yeah.
world record. How can he beat these guys from
No, I
Australia,
think
US?
The swimmer has been
Dude,
very
it was
consistent with his.
consistent,
Yeah.
Nobody questioned Michael Phelps.
Yes. Please.
Ian
question
Top.
I love the
Michael
guy,
Phelps.
but
Yeah.
yeah.
And
people
nobody
should question
questioned when
him
he
as well.
won, what, 14 gold medals?
Yeah, suddenly semua orang macam nak make noise. Oh,
Breaking world
Malaysian.
records like eating chips more. Right? Nobody questioned then. Why question when an Asian does it?
Yeah. Yeah.
So now dia meroyan lah.
Memang meroyan orang putih.
I mean, like, yeah, the Westerners are always like this, you know. Yes, they will deny, no, there's no bias and all, but we can see it.
Of course there's biasness. Of course
Yeah.
they're biased.
Yeah.
But guys, let's just go back to Azizul.
Okay.
I think it's very important for us to also talk about cycling because going into the Olympics, we have to talk about RTG lah,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
We cannot ignore the fact that these guys were funded by a top-up initiative
Okay.
by the Youth and Sports Ministry, right? I think about 20 million pumped in for this
Yeah.
RTG program. Yeah, I know it's 2 cycles, but hopes were high on Azizul.
Yeah.
And I think all of us were watching, and then you just see him getting disqualified like that. It's
Yeah.
like his life dedicated for these Olympics, you know. I mean, the amount
He was on
spent.
in the form. He was
Form of
on
his
form
life,
lah.
right?
His life.
Yeah.
Bicycle baru, the preparation.
How much was the bicycle? 300.
300,000 something, right?
350,000.
I think so because it's
Around
included
300.
the R&D and all.
Yeah.
Costing like $1 million. And
But was
all.
it the same for Shah Firdaus and also
The same.
The same
The
one.
same
And,
for Shah
Izzah
and Izzah.
Zaki.
is a
Yeah.
same?
Same spec.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the disappointment, kan? I mean, they had the preparation. They were in Mayuka for a while
Yes.
before going to Paris. Azizul was so confident. Even he said it. Kan? When
Yeah.
you know, Adam was there. Adam managed to interview him.
But I think it's maybe because the adrenaline. He was at the last position.
Yeah.
So ahead of him, all are big contenders, world
Correct.
champion and all.
Yeah.
So maybe you kancong already, you had behind, you need
Yalah,
to know
yeah,
it's
yeah.
either you make a move or they make him making the move.
Yeah,
So yeah, I mean like mistakes happen.
correct.
One
But
wrong move lah.
one wrong
It's-
move
It's
lah.
literally a matter of a split-second move.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think we as a Malaysian, we need to, how do I put it in the decent way? We need to
Decent.
No, because but when things like this happen, we tend to blame other people. We
Ah.
blame
Of course,
this.
our own fault.
We
Such
blame the
as?
Derny. We blame the organizers. We
Correct.
blame this. We
Then we
blame
cyberbully
that.
the
We
riders.
cyberbully the riders. Even it's a
Yeah.
fake account.
Yeah.
You know, before this, Ziad had the same thing when during
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Paralympic Tokyo. You know, the netizen bullying the
Ukrainian
Ukrainian.
athlete.
Plus, he's a para athlete.
Exactly.
You
Yeah.
bullying an OKU.
Yeah.
How worse than that? You know.
You know, if there's a category for this, in
Yeah,
Olympics,
we can win a goal.
Yes.
You can win a goal.
Platinum gold, whatever.
Cyberbullying.
Cyberbullying.
But I mean, like, if
Yeah.
when we you know, we in this situation, we already make mistakes. We had to accept, you know, say sorry, and then you know,
I
try
think
to rectify.
Azizul took it well.
Yes,
Right.
but
Very
we
well.
as a Malaysian,
He had, I think the first day he was down,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
second day he came back and he was
He had
supporting Shah Firdaus.
yes,
You know?
Yeah.
So
Professionalism lah.
Yeah.
Yes, correct.
And Azizul is one
Yeah,
top
one
athlete.
top athlete
One
lah.
top
He's
That one-
professional lah. He's
yeah,
professional.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
And I really hope I hope that he would. You know, I mean, I know he wants to spend some time with his family. He needs to finish his education, but I really hope he comes back.
Yeah, he comes back.
As in
No, not to compete.
Okay.
not to compete. Not
He'll
to
be
compete.
40 lah in LA.
but the future is bright. The future is bright.
Yeah.
Whether we like it or not. Shah Firdaus.
Of course we like
Yeah.
it, bro.
I've seen him during when I used to cover Sukma. You know, I've seen his growth. You know, incredible.
Mm.
What an athlete he is.
You can feel
know,
his
look at him
fighting
now.
spirit.
Yeah, I mean from nobody to somebody. You know, see how he has elevated his his things, and I'm really proud of him actually. And I would say the future is bright for track
Looking
cycling.
very bright, and you guys should follow us because
Yep.
next up we got John Beasley coming,
Yeah.
and we will
Oh, yeah.
really
Yes.
talk about cycling and moving forward. You know, the whole association. I mean,
Yeah.
John is another top guy, lah, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Professional.
He's been
We
here what?
must thank him. Yeah, more than
More than kid.
He's now
Yeah.
a permanent resident
Yes.
Yeah.
From Genting
Yeah.
Highland.
from Genting Highland.
Genting John.
Genting John.
But yeah,
Yeah.
it will be very interesting to see what he has
Yeah.
in store, what he wants to do with the National Cycling Association.
Yep.
But like I said, I really hope Azizul will come back, in a different capacity, of course.
In a management
In a
coaching.
management
yeah,
or coaching,
capacity
you
lah.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great leader, that guy.
Great
Yeah,
leader.
Seriously.
correct.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Do
Maybe
a
we
brief
can
recap.
one
quite
more.
recap.
I think
One more.
Athletics.
Exactly. I was
Yeah.
just about to go there.
Azim.
Azim.
Yes.
Azim Fahmi.
Because before he went wildcard, right?
Yes.
But they had the debate whether to send Shireen or Azim.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now with Azim performing
Okay.
there,
Yeah.
of course we didn't expect him to win lah.
Okay.
But his timing, I think
Yes.
his timing was
Yeah, I
quite
think
bad.
that's the
10:45.
10:45, right?
10:45.
So since you are the
athletics guy.
the athletics guy, so you can maybe share, was it the right decision to send him? Because I feel, yeah, he's a 100-meter runner, right?
Okay,
He
yes.
should be going instead of Shireen.
Okay.
But in your point of view, what's your take on it?
Yes, I think we all as a Malaysian, we are very disappointed with what happened with Azim. But again, we need to be fair because I talked to his
Balat.
coach, not Coach Balat, his coach. You see, Azim just went to America, Auburn. So before he went to Auburn, he used to train under Coach Ame.
Okay.
Yes.
Coach Ame now in the development team. So there's a lot of changes. There's a lot of changes. If you are an athletic person, you can see that his starting block, his how he strike his legs. So these are the things, the
Very
changes.
technical lah. These are
Very
all
technical
technical
stuff.
kan?
Yeah.
It may seems small things, just a minor things, but these are the things that affect Azim because in order him to go faster, he need to adapt to all these kind of things that he
Changes,
learned
yeah.
in Auburn. Currently, we
Okay.
under coach.
He's Auburn coach.
Auburn
You
coach.
put it down there.
Please put it on there. Ken Harden. Ken
Harden.
Harden. His Auburn coach, Ken Harden.
So many
So-
good name today.
So
Yeah.
it takes times. It takes times. Okay, I give you an example. Maybe it's not apple to apple, but the situation is more or less is the same. When Usain Bolt made his debut in 2004 Athens,
Yep.
he participated in the
Kalah
200
teruk.
meters.
Yeah, he didn't make it.
He finished 5th
Ah.
in the first round. He did not qualify to the second round.
Yeah.
He finished 5th. Timing was 20 40. But 4 years later,
World record.
world record holder. World record holder.
That was
not
cra-
only 200 meters,
crazy
100
jump.
meters.
Yep.
So, anything can happen within 4 years. We just need to give Azim time.
Yeah.
We just need to give Azim his space.
Yeah.
Because nowadays, social media, not many people know, but Azim, he don't really share about this, but he does. I mean, what happened in social media, people are criticizing him and all.
Yeah.
He does, it does affect him.
Yeah.
You know, it does. Even though we look at him, he's a bright kid, he knows how his way and
Yeah,
all.
he's very confident.
He's very
the way he
confident,
talks,
but
right?
somehow we just need to remember that he's just a kid. He is just a kid.
That is why I like about him, what I like about him, because he put on a very strong front.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He stays composed every time he's in front of the camera.
Uh-huh.
That's why people tend to be like, macam, dia okay kot, dia kuat kot. But
Yeah.
when people criticize for things like this, I mean, he's young.
Yes.
Give him a break lah.
Yes.
But that's the style lah. Usually you see all these 100 meters runners and all that.
Yeah.
Look at Loanals, the
Yeah,
way
yeah,
he
yeah.
runs in and he's jumping around the stadium and all that. But then after that, he didn't win the
No, but-
200 meters lah.
Yeah.
Right. So the overall standing of Malaysia, just to recap, in case some of us forgot. So we are fourth out of 45 countries in no,
No, we fourth in ASEAN.
fourth in ASEAN and 18th
In
in
Asia.
Asia,
Asia.
and
Okay.
80 in the world.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we are behind.
Okay lah, we are not the last lah.
Yeah.
not
So
the
in
last.
ASEAN, we're the Philippines got two
2 gold medals.
Two goals
Indonesia
and
got
two bronze. Indonesia two golds and 1 bronze. Thailand, 1 gold,
1 gold.
3 silvers and 2 bronze. And then Malaysia 2
Dua
bronze.
gantung
and
lah.
What
Singapore
Singapore?
1.
What's Singapore?
Singapore 1 bronze lah.
Okay, at least we won against Singapore. Okay lah.
Nak
As long
juga.
as you
As
beat
long as
Singapore.
we're better than Singapore.
Eh,
Okay,
eh,
that's our
They
benchmark.
got goal, okay. Last time.
Last
2016.
Sudah ada history, dah menang gol.
Okay.
Never
Okay.
mind.
Ah.
They
We
say
look forward.
They
We
say
look
do
forward.
not look past, right?
So now looking forward.
Looking forward.
LA 28.
Nak juga.
LA 28.
Now everyone is
Okay.
depending on the squash team to deliver the goal.
Go squash.
Okay,
Come on.
here's my take.
Aiyo.
I don't think that we need to, not to say that we don't have to focus on squash, but if you look at the rankings and then you look at the trend now in the PSA World Tour, most of it are dominated by the Egyptians.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm not saying, I'm not undermining our players. No, we
But that's on
believe in
paper lah.
okay, but that is the situation now. So are we going to bet on squash at LA 2028? Is that a right decision?
To me,
Instead of that,
I think Fabi, you wrote your opinion piece yesterday. It's time to rethink our
Yes.
obsession on our goal.
Yeah.
yes,
yeah.
correct.
Let's lose that obsession. Let's not
Yeah.
keep harping on this.
Yeah,
one
let's forget about the gold for a while.
medal.
Uh-huh.
One gold medal. One gold medal. It's always about that one gold medal.
One only.
Put that
one.
aside. Let's just put that aside. Look into our development. Look
Exactly.
at how we want to become a sporting nation.
Exactly.
Correct.
The
Sporting
goals will
nation.
come.
Yes.
The goals will come.
Albeit gold is the
If-
end game, but if there's no work being done to get that goal,
Yeah.
then it's pointless.
Exactly.
So
So, that's
sekarang
why
banyak issue with the
they
development.
need to decide, right? You want to be a sporting nation?
Yeah.
Then you don't worry about the goals.
Yeah.
It will come.
Exactly. Gotta
So-
put in
Yeah,
the
you were
work.
saying something.
No, if you want that to happen, we need to scrap the entire Road to Gold program, in my opinion.
Oh.
Because
Wow, it's a
well,
bold statement. It's a bold statement
because
coming from
it's,
you.
Are you telling it directly to YB Hana? You?
Yeah.
You don't
Yeah,
come for
let's
us,
put it
Hannah.
that way.
Why is that so?
Okay, I feel personally. I
Already
personally,
Belum apa-apa dah.
I know we need to be critical about this, right? Because I feel that that program specifically, it creates an unnecessary hype. All right, so you list in few athletes into the program. We don't know what would the athlete's mindset be. Okay, you'll be like, oh, now I'm in the program. Oh God, I need to deliver. I need to make sure I win a goal. And your names are being hyped up.
That's why
every
Zija
week.
tak nak masuk dalam RTG.
That's the thing why I think he made a very good decision by
Yeah.
not joining into the RTG because for what you are being overhyped for, kalau kita tak nak menang apa-apa, if we want to forget about goal, I feel Road to Goal program has to be
Oh,
scrapped
definitely
off
lah. You don't want to, of course, no goal. Then
so
road to
kita-
goal lah. Now we are road to bronze, is it?
Road to bronze ke apa ke macam tu, or road to medal
Road to
ke.
gagal?
No,
But
not
see,
gagal lah.
I
not
feel
gagal.
But I
like
think-
it's creating too much of hype.
Yeah.
But I think
Among
the
fans.
concept, maybe I have a different thought of thinking of the RTG.
Mhm.
See, you are choosing based on certain criterias.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You have the world top 10,
Ranking wise,
Olympian, medalist, I think.
Medalist.
Medalist.
Yeah.
And then what's the other one is?
You got to be certain ranking.
There's
You
three
must have-
criteria.
yes,
I don't remember the
must have
criteria.
won a medal also.
See, the program is road to goal.
Yes.
You have the podium program also, which helps the
Yes.
athlete to qualify for the Olympics.
Yeah.
So whoever qualifies, put them in the road to goal.
Yes.
Don't put those who have not qualified yet.
And some of the direction is not
You
clear.
understand? Because this time
Suddenly
they
you
had
put
lot
in-
of athletes who did not qualify yet
Yeah.
Yes.
into the program, right? But those who qualified also was not in the program.
Tapi
Yes.
either way,
So road to goal is okay. You have qualified for the Olympics.
Yes.
Now your mission is to win the medal.
To win
Yeah.
the medal.
Now this is the top up service because you have qualified. We're going to give you extra lah. The best. Go to Hong Kong and train. Go to China and train.
Yeah.
Go and train anywhere you want. I think the
yang
concept
banyak-
that would be easier to understand lah, because I also got confused at first when they
And
came out
that's
with
the
the
reason
RTG.
why even netizens they tend to sometimes whack the athletes because of the hype that they have created. Because
Yeah.
True.
you already said, okay, oh no, we're going to give them extra incentives. We're going to give them this extra trainings, things like that. So you would have create hype.
Yeah.
So when you create the hype to win the goal, and then kalau you tak deliver the goal, of course
It breaks
netizen
down.
will be like,
Correct.
then what's the purpose of this program?
For me, macam I feel it's a bit macam okay lah. There are the pros and cons of RTG, right?
Yeah.
Even Shafidao said that if it wasn't because of the
Yeah,
RTG, he
he-
would have
yeah,
gotten her 8,000 ringgit pair of shoes for
8,000
cycling.
shoe, eh?
Yeah.
8,000 ringgit.
What's
8,000
the
ringgit.
expensive shoe for women?
That's
I mean,
the salary of a
high
person,
heels,
man.
Louboutin.
Louboutin.
Oh, Louboutin.
So no, I'm saying that macam so Shafidao is one good example among many others from that benefited from the RTG 8,000 ringgit way, because the last time he said the previous shoes has been wearing it from
2017.
2017.
SEA Games.
Yeah, but okay, to benefit dia, which we clearly see, and then the allowances, even the independent players like Go Jinwei and Zija still dapat allowances,
Yes.
despite not being the RTG.
Yeah.
But
Oh, dapat
I think dapat berapa
Extra.
total dia?
Only for non-program athletes.
But they get lump sum amount, right?
lump sum,
Ah.
but not part of the RTG.
Ah.
What's lacking is the structure of the mechanization of RTG itself. Itu yang macam tak berapa clear. I think macam the podium program that we had was already good.
Yeah.
Tapi
Yeah.
that's a different conversation lah.
Everyone wants their own legacy,
Yeah.
ma.
So going forward to
Every minister wants to have their own program.
Legacy.
maybe we can have YB Hanayo next to come and
Yeah, exactly.
We
We should
would
have.
love to have
We
her
should
here.
have YB Hana and Sandro should be the host.
And YB Hannah should also explain, because you see this, podium program, road to goal, all right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Certain NSAs, certain sports associations, certain sports, they are unable to be part of the podium program. So when they see the existence of RTG, mereka pun macam, aku tak boleh masuk dalam ini pun aku tak boleh. Aku tak boleh masuk dalam ini pun. So
Are you talking about lawn ball?
a lot of sports, lawn ball,
Yeah.
even hockey tends to argue sometimes,
Yeah.
once in a while. MAC tends to argue with me once in a while. Like, no, dude, we should
Siapa
be
tak
there,
argue dengan kau
things like
sebenarnya?
that. So in a way, it also creates a hatred between certain sports
Yeah.
associations.
Tengoklah
and all.
what,
So it doesn't unite.
Yeah.
Bias ah.
Yeah, it looks
You're
like,
focusing one sport,
yeah,
not this
focusing on one
sport.
sport,
Yeah.
things like that.
And
And some more,
So
we all know that RTG's direction is not clear. So suddenly you put in this fella, suddenly you can take them out.
Yeah, you can take him out and put
Yeah,
in, take him out, put him.
put in. So
Yeah.
That's
I
why
guess-
it's better qualify then you put in the program.
qualify, then you put in the group. So at least orang tahu, okay,
Qualified
this
at
fella,
least I in lah.
dia qualified, dia masuk.
yeah.
Kau jangan letak dalam keluar, letak dalam
Pening-pening
keluar.
dah.
Ah.
Okay.
Ah.
Correct.
So so now we have to move forward and look towards LA 2028.
Yeah, and not just
Jadi
LA
kita dah
28,
mention
we've
pasal-
got
Beyond.
Yes, beyond.
In
We
this
got
4
the Asian
years,
Games.
Correct. We got so
Yeah.
many events. And we've
Yes.
got the Olympics. So let's see what happens.
So if I may just quickly
And-
petik from our recent article that Brian Nixon Lomas was saying, right?
Yeah.
He's scouting for talents from Sukma.
Yeah.
So, but it doesn't apply to 2028 itself. But he
No,
wants
no.
to work on 2032 juga.
Exactly.
So
And
that's
beyond.
one good example,
And
and
beyond.
every
Yes.
other sports association should.
Actually, Brian Harry start because
Yeah.
before they went
So that would
for
be a
the
good-
Paris Olympic,
Yeah.
not many people know. He and his coaching staff already assemble a group of young kids preparation for LA 2028 and above.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
had.
I think they should not only focus 28 like you said, go above.
Yeah.
Ada
Okay.
32, lepas tu the next 4 years, next 4 years,
very
next 4
small
years.
kids. Very small kids. They had a camp in Bukit Jalil, MSM Bukit Jalil. So I talked to Brian. He said, "Oh, this is maybe the next batch." So yeah, maybe you can see, they appeared in the Asian Games Nagoya. Maybe.
Yeah. And on that note, we will wait and we will see and we will come back and we will discuss about this again.
Until then, dream about the goal lah.
Yeah.
We will dream about the
Yeah, we
goal.
can dream about the goal for the next 4
Alright.
years.
Kena
Cheers.
semayang hajat banyak sikit.
Boleh lah. I'll go and break some coconuts. In the
Thanks,
temple.
guys. Thanks for
Alright.
being part of this. Now we got a lot of work to do. Come, let's go and work now.
Yeah, you got a lot of stories to give me.